you know. Any other questions?
Can I speak in French?
Yeah.
I'll translate.
Ok, le constat que vous avez de grand talent d'actrice.
I observe that you have very important talent as an actor.
Ce que je demande à savoir, est-ce que vous avez aimé essayer d'incarner un rôle d'africaine pure? Parce que là, vous avez tellement le temps américain.
What I would like to know is, have you ever built a character around an African woman?
Not yet, but that's why I'm here. I'm writing a play from this play. This one is my manuscript for Mama Jokes. I wrote this 4 hours, and you can pass it to look at it. While I'm here, I'm planning another play called Mama Jokes Goes to Africa, and it'll be about me traveling here and my experiences. So I will be writing that for next year. But I have to experience it first because I don't know what it's like. So I'm only on day 3. So I cannot wait to do that and to bring that part of the culture. So that's why I'm taping the sounds and of everybody getting voices so that I'll learn how to duplicate those and do them. So yes, one day soon I will.
There's another hand. Yes, please.
The young man.
Okay, we understand that at least you are already a success or you are still getting success. So can you tell us financially how you are backed up? Is it by your family or your government or anything else? And if it is by your government, okay, let me take an example for us, like us who are just at the university. We have talent. There's talent, you can see everywhere. But we don't have that backing. So how can you tell us, how can you encourage somebody who has a talent but doesn't have like the money, the supporters, and how can you encourage that person?
Yeah, I would
Or
say.
like have a producer.
Monsieur demande si avec sur la route du succès a été supporté par son gouvernement parce que you can skip that.
Okay. I would say that for me, I grew up in poverty in Oakland, so it was the lower part of society, like people pushing cars, people shooting drugs, shooting each other. All these things is where I grew up, so we didn't have a lot. Sometimes we had 1 can of beans for 5 people. We sleep on the floor, hard life. And my great-grandmother always told me, as long as in your heart you develop yourself and you practice, and when your time comes, because she believed there was a time and a place for everything, when your time comes, you will be ready. So the goal is to get prepared while you're in turmoil, not to wait until everything is great and then say, oh, now I can work on myself. Yes, no, it's too late because it passes you because you're not ready. So I would say, learning to memorize. Maybe you just pick up a newspaper if you can't get a book, and you're memorizing that and seeing if you can memorize it. Pass it to your friend, write it down, practice those things. Because as a little girl, that's what I did. I didn't have the resources. And the government does not back me. I was saving my money up. Or my husband, we said, let's not buy certain things this month so that we can afford to rent the beer. The other thing is with the play, I need 1 chair or a cart, and I sit down and I do play, no costume in my play. It's just me, and I show grandma, I show the teenager, and I show my mother who has breast cancer, so this part doesn't work very well. And then myself as a breastfeeding mother, I'm sitting there, oh, they're so hard, they don't move, so you learn how to use this as your instrument. Everything you need is right here. I know it's hard to believe, but it's so true. You don't need a lot. It's good to have a lot. But if you don't focus on it. So family, sometimes I get support from family, but not a lot. It's here. I have to support myself with my God or whatever. Strength comes from within. So don't wait for support. You'll be waiting. So just do it yourself. Like
Okay, there's a hand over there. Yes, go ahead, please.
Merci beaucoup. Je suis
Thank you very much.
touché
I am very touched
par votre enthousiasme,
by your enthusiasm,
votre talent
by your talent,
et votre initiative.
by your initiative.
Mais je me lève pour vous confirmer que vous ne serez pas déçus.
I would like to tell you that we won't be deceived.
Avec les étudiants que vous voyez,
With the
il
student,
faudra tout simplement que vous communiquiez tout à l'heure là,
you
avec
will need to work it out this afternoon with us.
qui vont contribuer suffisamment
Then they will contribute
à
and
asseoir
get connection with you.
votre travail.
And then
Nous
work.
sommes avec vous.
And then we are with you supporting us. So he's congratulating you.
thank you. Thank you. Okay, and if there's no more
I
questions.
have a question here.
Yeah.
I'd like to find out the assumptions you had when you were coming to Cameroon.
The first assumption I had was that nobody will have clothing on. I watch too much late night TV in America. They have the babies with extended bellies and everyone's naked and the fly is on the eyeball and nobody blinks. And they sit there and say, send money. This is the only way I've seen Africa.
That's how.
So when I got here, I thought, oh, I told my husband, yes, I don't have to wear clothes for 16 days. I'll be naked. And my husband said, oh, no, you won't. You better put a leaf on or something. Don't walk around Africa naked. So he was not happy about that. But when I got here and everybody has on clothing, I thought, oh, this is just like in the U.S. So there wasn't as much culture shock for me. And then the other thing is I expected everyone's hair to be natural, like my hair. But so many of the women have straightened hair. Just like in America, a lot of the women straighten their hair because I know when I straightened my hair, I was doing it because I wanted to copy the white women so I could be beautiful. With hair that blows in the wind and jumping through the lilies. No. So, it did not happen. I turned my hair and none of those things happened like in the commercials. So I let my hair go back natural and I twisted. And if I wanted big, because my afro is this big, I just pulled it and braid it and then it gets bigger. But I don't want to deal with that, it's too hot. But those were my two assumptions, mostly. Another guy that I met told me, you will sleep on the floor, there's no beds in Africa. Well, it's not true, I see lots of beds. And then someone else told me, don't wear Nike shoes because someone will cut off your feet and take your shoes. Now I cannot wait to tell him everybody has on Nike shoes. Like nobody cares about the shoes because in the U.S. they shoot you. Some people will shoot you for your shoes or your coat. In some parts of the U.S. they will kill you for your possessions. So they thought that it's the same here, but I will tell them it is not true. So those were the only things that I thought.